Hiya, it's in Higher Healing Vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Thank you for being present. Whew. This is a birthday reading, especially for those of you born June 29th. Those Cancers, the ones that are very nurturing, empathetic, sometimes can be moody, but you're also a moon child, highly intuitive, family-oriented, big communicators, a lot of love, could be sensitive, but also able to go with the flow. You start a new season, so you help bring that summer heat to us. Even though you're water, you know how to cool off as well. If it's not your birthday and you are guided here, welcome. You are welcome to take whatever resonates for you. I'm sure your spirit guide or source or your own intuition and gut guided you here. If not, feel free to check out and see what the moon, if the moon holds a big, strong power to you, draws you in and up, because Cancer is ruled by the moon in the 4th house. Okay, also maybe check and see where Cancer is if you really just got to know that in intricate detail. Or go with the flow like a Cancer would and just be present. Okay, so a few things to start out before we begin. During my meditation, for your reading, things I received. So one thing is harvesting what you plant, reaping what you sow, making sure that you are taking care of things that you plant in your life. Okay, and this is roots. It's coming back to roots. While I was playing with the flowers this morning, this is a bellflower, okay? It is called a cherry, a spotted cherry bell flower. It's absolutely amazing. Little beautiful thing. They create, they hang like bells, if you've not ever seen one, but these are part of your gifts today. So as I am going to speak to you about your gifts here today, we do have 4 of them, which goes back to the stability that we were talking, the 4 of being, having foundation, having a foundation. Some of you are just now gaining this. So this is a general timeless reading, no matter what time of day, year, month that you do watch this reading, the energy is still ever present. And it's also important for you to pay attention to your own energy, your gut, intuition. It's wonderful to do that. We have I had to bring also one that is this is the end of one's life. So this is the death part of the bellflower. And then these are the rebirth parts of the bellflower. So for you, there is a sense of, and bellflowers bring up some things that were connecting with the meditation, because during the meditation, the things that I received were conscientiousness, being responsible, mindful, careful, and doing a task well, putting your all into things. This again goes back to your roots. We have 4 flowers here that Spirit gifted us this morning, and those represent definitely stability, strength. Then we have this responsibility to make sure that we do take care of ourselves, our body, the vessel that carries our soul. It's important that we're diligent with this as well. So birthday babies, there are 367,000 approximately that many people born every day in this world. So please take whatever resonates for you and leave behind for others what doesn't resonate. But there's a clear message of having conscientiousness with your life right now, being diligent, putting your heart and soul into your work and your duties, and also transforming how you define work, ensuring that it's something that does provide for you, that is somewhere you want to be. What also came up is being well organized, self-control, planning time well. Conscientiousness also means that you're self-disciplined. You strive for achievements against any measures or outside expectations, and really hone in the impulse control, regulation, and direction of what you are doing with your life. So your work at this time. The bellflowers, what they represent. So there's this need for you to make sure that you're taking time to spend time with whatever it is that you've planted in your life. If you are a gardener and you've planted 5 garden beds, it's important for you to sit with each one of those plants to get a sense of feeling. It's kind of like if you're just new to rocks or crystals. If you don't know how they are, what the feeling is, one of the first initial things to do whenever you get a new rock or crystal or wand or scepter is, you hold it in your hand, you close your eyes, and you allow it to feel the presence of the crystal, what you're feeling, what is happening with the time that you're spending with it around you, with it in your hands. And so there's definitely an overall aspect of what amethyst brings to a soul and a mind. At the same time, you could have more feelings too that go along with this. So there's also a need for a release of limitations for someone here. So the bellflowers, they represent gratitude, having gratitude for those around you, for others who have been there for you, lifted you up when you really needed it the most. It's everlasting love. And so some of you could be reaching your inner child or connecting more with yourself. There is a deep need for everyone, especially the collective, but even everyone is being affected by the transformations of the earth. Even whether you have the dense energy and believe things are too far or woo-woo, or you believe the opposite. Whatever you believe, your belief matters. At the same time, it doesn't, because the earth is going to do what the earth does, and we will evolve with it as it goes. That's kind of the concept of how this whole humans have existed this entire time. If it's really hot outside, you find shade, you find somewhere to be cooled off. You try to cool off in other ways, or you look for a source of water. There's all sorts of ways to cool off. Or if you're in the winter, to put on a bunch of layers and blankets, comforters, like keep you cozy and warm. So there's ways these are all ways that we work around. I mean, the earth was already here before we were. So it's important for us to really think about the gratitude for Mother Earth, for plants giving us oxygen, trees that provide this for us as well. Not just their beauty or their amazing energy that they carry, but just alone the essence of them being in existence is the reason that we can be in existence too. So there's something, it's a reminder for you to remember that and not forget. This doesn't mean you need a garden. This is an example. Maybe you planted all your money in one place and now it's either taken off, and now you have so much money that you don't know what to do with. It kind of can be uncomfortable. Or the opposite. You put all your money into something and it flunked and you lost everything. And again, that can also be an uncomfortable state. But these uncomfortable situations are there to help us learn, help you grow, help you problem solve, and learn that things are opportunities for us. That it's not always, we're going to leave it there. Okay. So everlasting love and constancy is something else. So eternal love is something that's associated with the bellflowers. Endurance, resilience. Yeah. This is affirming exactly what I'm saying. The ability to thrive even in difficult conditions. Just like I'd said in the meditation, the self-discipline that came. You know, these were actually two separate places I found this information. So it's a clear, and there's also humility and modesty. Being modest and humble about where you are, knowing that you weren't always there. If you were the one that just received a ton of money, you weren't always in that spot, that place. You know, so you can still remember what it was like to lack as far as financial gain goes. There is a connection to your personal power and self-esteem with the bellflower. So if you've been feeling an increase in this ever since the new moon this month, which was almost a week ago, there has been this shift in our mindset. So for any of you out there that have been purging, been letting go, embracing the year of the serpent, the snake, this is as far as that transformation and shedding of skin, you're now starting to integrate the new part of you. So there's this newness coming in. And so your solar plexus, so your inner child is a part of this flower. And also your higher heart, your heart space. Overall, for everyone that's being affected by Earth, there is this need and this desire that is coming, and it will be a gradual process, but there is a desire for us to connect our heart with our mind and live through our heart. More in a compassionate heart space. Compassion is what this world could really use the most, instead of being so divided. Instead of pointing fingers and blaming and having irrational or immature emotions that, you know, really just kind of amplify or are a reflection of the other person or the other side or whoever it is that you're upset with or arguing with. It mirrors this. And so the key to growth in these situations is definitely for us to take responsibility, be very diligent, be able to continue and push through against any measures or outside expectations, control impulses, regulate the self, and choose direction. Remember what it is that you really want to accomplish. So devotion and faithfulness is also coming up with this. Now I want to pull a card. What is this about conscientiousness? What is it that we need to be conscientious about? Spirit, can you tell us here? I usually already have these pulled, but today I wanted to pull it while I was almost on the phone with you. So someone's going to call you. All right, so we have the Four of Cups. Here you are sitting in this. So what's coming to you? Conscientiousness about spirit that's trying to help you. You've asked actually for this help and they're trying to assist, but yet you can't see this cup, or you're choosing not to, and you're choosing to stare at empty cups that aren't serving you anymore, that it's time to let go of, so that you can connect with this divine cup and have a deeper sense of self, connect with your inner child, your body, the vessel that carries your soul. And it's very powerful. Our bodies are extremely powerful. So this is asking you to step into that. And it's not by chance that this is also four. And it's of the cups, which is water sign. You are a water sign, Cancer. And this is all coming together. So there is a need for you to think about your direction. Do you want to keep focusing on what isn't working, Or would you like to maybe try something new and maybe take spirit up on whatever it is? Now let's see what we have about, It feels like this one is really about devotion. And what about the diligence? The self-control? What is it that those born on June 29th need to have self-control over? Ooh, okay. Temperance. We have the temperance. And this is the number 14. So it's got a 4 in there too. We keep talking about stability. This is you, well, your intelligence is growing, spiritual growth and maturity. You are deciding that you're going to, this card shows that you're going to stop focusing on what isn't working, of what doesn't work, and you're going to actually bring this energy forth of the temperance. Here you have 1 foot in the super consciousness, the cosmos here of spiritual realm, and 1 foot on earth. So it's also similar to the magician. Yes, it is. And the star card. But this is showing your ability to balance. Sacred geometry, also if you're working with that, is showing here, as we do see our triangle on the white gown, which is showing a lot of purity within your mind. You're being enlightened here. It's about balance, expansion. You're you may be traveling soon, and it's important for you to think about, make sure that your work, that you're not taking your work with you. If you are taking your work with you, you're making sure to keep it separate from your travel, what you're needing to learn. If this is a spiritual journey, then definitely don't take it with you. That's all for you to expand, to have growth, and optimism comes with this card. There's spiritual lessons and higher education coming for you. A lot of harmony, peace, patience comes when we're diligent in what we're doing and care about it. Spend time. It allows you to be still with one thing as well. So you don't have a ton of other, look at this. I talked about the magician, and we manifested the magician into the world here. Here you are. This is the Imperial Dragon Oracle deck, and it only contains the major arcana. So let's see. I mean, the magician, as above, so below. You will live your life on earth as you see it in heaven. Like, you decide what the way you want to live your life. Yeah, you're the decision, right? You're drawing, you draw down this spiritual energy and then manifest it. Like, having the temperance and the magician together is really talking about how peaceful and harmonized, balanced you are becoming between both realms. When you're astral traveling, when your third eye is fully awakened, the veil's lifted, you're learning how to still be a human on earth while also having this spiritual energy that just comes to you as a vessel, through your vessel. And I mean, this also, for what I'm feeling right now, is that this is also connecting Father Sun and Mother Earth, like Father Sky and Mother Earth together. So like the masculine and the feminine come together. And you're in this cup. Cancer, this is has you all over it. I mean, I know, I realize that it's not necessarily a Cancer sign, but yeah, it's the cup. It's water. It's flowing. It's going with the flow. You have a sword here. You get the information from the cosmos, the sky, and you bring it down to earth. And it creates your reality. You have all the resources and all the tools necessary, the power of all the elements and the knowledge of how to weave them into your experiences. You have all of this within you. And so I think that you're being asked to learn how to be diligent, how to be, also, we have some ants coming here from the flowers. And so this is talking about community and service. Do you know your neighbors? Have you ever met them? How long have you lived where you lived? Maybe it's time to actually just take some cookies over, or knock on the door and say, hey, I lived here 5 years and I've never met, I don't even know your name. You've lived here as long as I have. I just wanted to come introduce myself because we are neighbors. It's kind of the neighborly thing to do. We've stepped away from this in our culture, given the phones and internet, the way things are. But sharing energy and building in your community is really good and healthy thing to do. It also may teach you something about yourself. This travel could imply that once you do this, you will see that, you want to move, or you may see that, wow, I actually really love this place where I'm at more than I already did just by my home, So there's those information that can come to you. Let's go ahead and pull it. This is the Grateful Dead Tarot deck for anyone out there that's interested. We're just going to pull one card to see. All right, 10 of Wands. So a whole lot of passion, a big heavy load is about to be lifted from you. And I feel like for many of you, this is happening right now during this reading, because you've decided that, you're gonna, so in the original, so in this card, this is like, feels like your fire, your energy, you're moving it. You're packed up where you lived and you're moving it now. And you're heading toward a spiritual, this star looks like pyramids of Giza. Giza? Looks like ancient Egypt pyramids that are very sacred and have a lot of knowledge. Esoteric symbols could be of interest for you. But this shows that you have a heavy load and that it is about to be free from you. This is a number 10, and 10 is all about a closing of a chapter, completing of a assignment, a book, a chapter, and then a new chapter beginning. So this cycle that you've been in, if it's been feeling really heavy, weighing you down, and you've lost your impulse was controlling you, but now you're reining it back in. You're like, okay, I'm going to take this help. I'm going to balance this out. I've got all the tools I need. This is coming to an end. I know that it is. Now, this could also show for someone, what I'm feeling is that you have a whole lot of passion, but you're holding it inside and close to you. It's giving me that Four of Pentacles feel of where you're just hoarding all of this, and it's time for you to release and let go. In the original tarot, this card is actually your wands here. These are bolts, but they're wands in the original, and they're in front of your face, blocking your vision, so you can't even see in front of you. Now, in a way, this is also, it could be a harvest. You're harvesting, just like I had mentioned when we started the video, harvesting your flowers, harvesting your crops, making sure that you are taking care of what you planted, and actually not doing it in a busy mindset, but being still, teaching, learning patience by meditating with your flowers and being with your flowers is really going to help you in the long run with this. Let's see what we have for the finish here. Duality. Yeah, that this goes really well with everything that we've talked about the masculine, the feminine, about balance underneath the temperance card with duality, and it has also a serpent here. There is some weight that is time to let go, and it's happening for you. It's very much happening for you. You've meditated upon this. Look at it. Harmonize the conflicting aspects of your life. Embrace both light and dark, joy and sorrow, strength and vulnerability. Finding balance in duality brings a deeper understanding of yourself and your journey, the path that you're on. So this is only going to enhance and embrace and raise your frequency, and also really, I mean, have a sense of being still, just existing, being present with your flowers, being present with, in whatever this is for you. If you're not a gardener, maybe it's cars, being present with your cars, sitting with your cars. It's a material item. Yeah, most of you, I'm not getting much material. We don't have any earth cards. So there's probably, for you, it's probably more emotional. So sitting with your emotions, learning to embrace the joy and the sorrow, the light and the dark, allowing your journey to continue. Or perhaps if you didn't feel the journey, allowing it chapter to close and beginning anew. Because you are the creator of your life and you are the magician. That is you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and blow out your birthday candle if you'd like to think of your wish. And also for those that it's not your birthday, this is your rebirthday candle, okay? Because you're rebirthing, transforming. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.